Welcome to today's Ukraine war update for July 10, 2026. For a week now, Ukraine's drones have been burning Russia's fuel. Overnight, they went after something harder to replace. In one of the largest long-range raids of the war, Russia itself claimed to have shot down 376 drones. Across a dozen regions from Crimea to Moscow, Ukraine struck the Azov Optical-Mechanical Plant, deep in Russia's Rostov region. It is not an oil site. It is a defense factory, one that builds the optics, the radar seekers, and the precision guidance systems that go inside Russian jets, tanks, warships, and missiles. In other words, Ukraine reached past the fuel that moves Russia's war and hit part of what actually aims it. The plant was set ablaze, along with fuel depots in Azov and an oil terminal at the port of Taganrog nearby. And it wasn't the only military target. Ukraine's general staff said its forces also hit 6 Russian command posts in the same 24 hours. Commander-in-Chief Syrskyi put the campaign in numbers. Nearly 700 targets struck inside Russia in the first half of this year, and Russia's rate of advance, he said, cut by more than half. The daily toll stayed heavy. 1,460 Russian soldiers lost in a day. And a grim milestone passed almost unnoticed. With another 1,800 destroyed, the number of Russian drones down since the invasion crossed 400,000. Russia's answer came, as ever, against cities. In Zaporizhzhia, 3 guided aerial bombs tore into the city, killing 1 person and wounding around 29, including a child, and leaving 1 bomb unexploded in a residential district. In Kramatorsk, further north, a barrage of glide bombs killed 4 more and destroyed homes and a shop. Ukraine hits the machinery of the war. Russia keeps hitting the people. And in Washington, the pressure Kyiv has been asking for edged closer. Senate leaders and the White House agreed to move forward on a long-stalled Russia sanctions bill, one that Senator Lindsey Graham, who met Zelensky in Kyiv the same day, says would hand President Trump powerful new tools to force an end to the war. It comes as Russia's own deputy prime minister admits Ukraine's strikes have triggered fuel shortages now touching more than 50 million Russians. On the front, the weight of the fighting shifted. 283 clashes were recorded in the latest full day, and for the first time in a while, Pokrovsk was not the hottest point. That was Kostiantynivka, with 33 assaults, and Sloviansk with 30, as Russia pushed to pry open the northern Donetsk defenses. Ukraine held there too. For all the effort, the line barely moved. That wraps up today's update. If you found this useful, press the like button and subscribe in order to support this channel. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.